Sea of Stars was one of my top games of 2024, and supposedly it was a prequel to this game. At the western edge of a fallen world lies a cliffside village. Harboring the last survivors of the human race, those who chose exile over death. They train day and night, confined to their hideout, their legacy cursed, survival their sole purpose. Legend warns of the demon army, bound to strike again, eager to completely eradicate humans. Fortunately, legend also tells of a hero flying in from the Western Ocean to bring protection and knowledge. On a day that begins like many others, a young ninja is about to be visited by the Western hero. And sent on a perilous journey into this merciless world to carry a scroll paramount to the clan's survival. This is The Messenger. Sabotage Studio this is a game that Sabotage Studio made before Sea of Stars, but then Sea of Stars apparently takes place in the same universe as this one, but like way in the before times. Now, having played Sea of Stars first, it'll be interesting to see if I notice any sort of ties from one to the other. Sea of Stars is getting DLC later this year at the time of streaming this. It's called The Throes of the Watchmaker, and I'm looking forward to it. But have some spare time for backlog at the start of the year, so let's get it on. Options. Always check the options. Music, more of that. Up, down, left, right. Some other stuff. Sure. Oh, it's rebinding like back in the classic SNES days. Back. Play. Alright, let's do this. Yep, I'm a ninja. Another day. Still no sign of this so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but all we do now is memorize boring prophecies. Demon army this, magic scroll that. Nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Gather around, everyone. History lesson is about to begin. Oh, great. Another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. Rainbow Dragon Eyes behind the music of this game as well, and already off to a pretty good start. Can I swim? Well, I'm not allowed to swim, so I don't know if it's possible. I sure can jump. And I can sword. That button currently does nothing. Neither does that one. Or that one. Oh, that did something. Cloud Step. Scoring a hit in the air lets you jump again. Jump, hit, jump. Take that. And that. And that. And that. I thought maybe that was a door I could enter. It is not. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step technique. Oh, that's the thing I just read about on accident. And they do step. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you, but let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they... Exclamation point. They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us. Watch out! Well, so far I'm finding it very beginning of game because I've been doing this for like a minute. Don't go. You are not ready. Nah, I'll be fine. Burn it all! Bring the humans to their knees! Not so fast, big boy. Oh, Enuma, you. Are you really all they've got? Pathetic! Prepare to die. So, impossible. Seems luck is with you this day. Yes, my king. Yeah, fate struck everyone down but me. That's a fair point. Keep an eye on this worm. Certainly, my king. Count your blessings, ninja. My minions will make short work of you in the Autumn Hills. That one place you know from Sea of Stars. Maybe. Are you the Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. You look like the most capable around here. I have a task of the utmost importance for you. Take this scroll and carry it across the island. You need to reach Glacial Peak's summit, where 3 sages will be waiting for you. But who are you? And why is this scroll important? You'll find answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through Autumn Hills. Godspeed, messenger. You got the scroll. You've been chosen to be the messenger, tasked with carrying the scroll across your cursed world. Yeah, so a lot of those locations are also in Sea of Stars. I entered the ninja. It's pretty fluid so far. Oh, enemies respawn real fast. I can break blocks. Smash that down. Kinda wondering if I could break underneath me. Any sort of downward thrust attack? Nope. Just a semi-solid platform to jump through. Crouch, that's important. I thought it jumped there. I was trying to jump where the shinies were. Anyway, I'm trapped, except for this door. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. It doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyway, so I'm this mystic character who'll be mentoring and supporting you on all your epic quest to save the world. All you need to do is take the scroll to the top of a faraway mountain where 3 sages from my order will be waiting for you. Your order? Slow down. That was way too much text for one dialogue box. I did not realize how fourth wall this game was. Look, just keep going eastward. And make sure you grab all these time shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one's on the house. Enjoy. You got the claws. Press against walls while airborne to stick to them. Chat about the climbing claws. Oh yeah, you can press against walls to cling to them and climb at your leisure. Makes sense. The way everything looks, I just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why John Gaiden invented them decades ago. Who's John Gaiden? Never mind. Just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. I don't get it. Some will. Seriously though, where are we? Curious are we? In time, you will come to realize that's the question is not where, but when. That's it. Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back into action anyway? Just buy a health upgrade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. Any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came when his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, I can't read." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out in the street looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one to wish there was a tea house in this small town, so he opened up his own. It really picked up. So he built many more, and he became rich in the process. One day, his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you became a millionaire without even knowing how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Oh, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. More like the long version of When Life Gives You Lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. See, I thought the lesson was read the text boxes, you dummy. I told you to get out of here. You know, don't be like the guy who can't read. But apparently there was some advantage to not reading anyway. HP +1. Ranged attack with the triangle button. Attack enemy projectiles. Empower your attacks, letting you destroy enemy projectiles. I say that one is probably the most tempting. How much is it? 40 and I only have 36. But if I go outside... Hey, can I peek at your stuff? Please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. You think you can just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place? There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Hey, don't touch. It's empty anyway. Don't make me lock it. Why don't you put that curiosity to use in the outside world and maybe, I don't know, save humanity? If you touch that again, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I thought the last story was quite interesting, actually. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I like philosophy. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're going to touch that again. Yeah, I got a whole stream. It's fine. I just grab a sip of the drink. We got time. Alright, regale me. I dare you. You won't. You asked for it. Don't say I didn't warn you. You know, it gets pretty lonely out here, so I have a lot of time to think. The one thing that keeps bugging me is this concept of happiness. Everyone seems to be looking for it. Some pretend to have it, but no one can really explain what it is. I think I finally cracked that code. You see, everyone has a goal. So you think, oh, when I have this, I'll be happy. Or when I achieve that, I'll feel eternal bliss. Some people are looking for love or acceptance, while others simply hope Devolver will sign their kick-ass game. From my perspective, sitting here at the end of the time and being visited by countless travelers, I came to realize something very important. Goals don't make people happy. They defer happiness into the future, to when the goal will be achieved. This can only fail, because once you reach your goal, you're not the same person you were when you set out to achieve it. And what's more, your mindset is to chase something instead of enjoying what you already have. So there you have it. Happiness is not a goal or state, it's a system. You optimize your environment and cherry-pick the people around you, so that every day, you're just stoked to live your own life, and you don't need to defer any joys because you optimize the present moment. Now, I don't know whether that was cheesy or insightful or even just annoying, but I need to optimize my own life, and that implies that you stop trying to open my cabinet. So I really hope I bored you to death. We got the trophy. That wasn't that long or boring. Hey, you're really bad at threats, man. You should see what I did to the last traveler who got nosy. Hey, I heard that. Please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is... Okay, he's looping now. That's the real way to get me to stop. We can climb now. And now I can afford that upgrade. Whee! I need 30, 50, or 80 for the next upgrade. Alright, now what was that whole thing about getting back to the action? Okay, can I break that? That just seems like a thing. No? I can hit those projectiles now. I'm assuming that achievement was for hitting a certain number of projectiles. I only have 2 health left. I honestly don't know what happens if I lose it. Right now, I can only assume that maybe the shop is my respawn point. Empty jump. That looks like health. Oh, come on, he's grabbing that. Would you? Wait a minute. I can just do that. Overthinking. Woo! These guys remind me of the Paper Mario Origami King. There's a Chestnut Hill section in Autumn Mountain. And they drop some pretty similar projectiles. Do, 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 do. Projectiles, kill you for, I guess, no real reason. It's not like these guys keep dropping shit. Oh no, they sometimes drop upgrades for you. No, I know I can jump. Ah, save point. Alright. Now I get the answer to the question of if I can swim. I tried to jump into a body of water earlier, but there was an invisible wall. I wonder how long I can breathe. Oh god, that axe phases through stuff just like Castlevania. I just assumed it was an axe because it was flying in an arc, but it's not. It does provide a nice color scheme to break up your typical greens and browns. God. It's down here. Oh, just an easy place to get hit. Alright, I'm up here now. I'm gonna try going over. Yeah, it made it. Running right at me. Yeah. I mean, I can say from experience that it's a little extreme because I have had, like, I have been underwater while music's going outside the pool. But still, just a game. And I already have 105 of these things, so next time we get to go to the shop, I am gonna be rolling. Or I'm gonna not be rolling in it anymore because I will. Speaking of going from they usually say from rags to riches, but in this case, I guess I'm talking about riches to rags here. In a certain game of Mario Party last night, I was with some friends on the Raceway map in Jamboree, and I was having a pretty good start. I got the first star of the game, and I tried to prevent one of them from buying a star by stealing coins from them with the boo. But then that same person eventually gets to the booth themselves, and they have enough coins to steal a star, and they choose to steal from me. Not because I stole from them, but because I was on the verge of getting a second star. And I had a lot of coins. And so it made sense. But then I landed on a jump pad. And that jump pad was right in front of the star, and it was set in a direction that takes you, off the path to the star. So, in that turn, I lost the star I already had and the star that I was supposed to get. Now, I didn't get quite a full comeback, but I at least scrounged a second place by the end. Get over there. That way. Yeah. Well, I may be about to die. Yeah, they respawn enemies so fast. I'm not even sure the NES would have respawned enemies that quickly. There we go. Right in the nick of time with that save point. Okay, little cloud step, grab that health potion, jump on over. So this section of the game, I will say, it feels pretty tight. I do know that there is a little, I don't know exactly when, but at some point I know, what the heck just grabbed me? Oh. A new customer. What happened? I almost died just there. Strictly speaking, you did. But how? My name's Quarble. Quarble? At your service. I'm the one you would never have met. I'm the one you never would have met had you any skills. The gist of it is, I have a magic ring that allows me to control space and time. So, whenever you're about to die, I will appear to stop everything and teleport you back to the latest checkpoint. Okay, what's the catch? Well, for one, you will still feel agonizing pain every single time. Also, I'm keeping track of your debt in my little notepad. So, I'll stick around to steal your loot until either we're even or I'm bored. I mean, I can let you die if you prefer. It seems we have a deal. Glad we see eye to eye. Carry on, then. Okay, so that means that pets are insta-death. Which makes enough sense, logistically. There's an achievement for not dying once in the game. It's like the one when I was on the PlayStation menu, and it shows like the game and then a little list of possible achievements you can get underneath that. The one achievement that was actually visible was beat the game without dying. And so clearly you would, like I said, you would never meet this guy if you had the skills. I had the skills that time, let me tell you. Did he leave? Did I pay off whatever debt he felt like he had? Secret. Oh yeah, I was saying, I know that at some point, but right now this is just a tight 2D sort of deal. I do know about the genre switch. So, like, of course, when people are talking about a game that's really good, you're gonna hear stuff like that. I don't know when it happens, but you know, keep an eye out. There's a secret down here, though. Checkpoint. Platforming, I can handle that. Well, I guess if someone did it, that's something. Fancy coin. So it seems you were one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean that thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional, but if you're the kind of adventurer that likes to go for an extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Anyway, I'll be at my shop. These blocks look breakable, but I don't have any sort of down attack. So I guess I'm on my way. I didn't want to stick to the wall. There we go. Die. Whee! You know, if you... This is a big ask to remember something like this, but if you remember some of the entries from my 2023 best soundtrack ranking. You may recall that while Sea of Stars showed up there several times, Autumn Hills was not one of the tracks I included. There's definitely catchy bits to it, but playing this level right now just reminds me that the reason I didn't include it on that list is because at a certain point the kind of gets a little annoying. Grab these before I venture into the shop, and whoop. We're back. Hey, there's a chest. What's with the big mysterious chest? It appeared when you smashed your first power seal. You still need to smash 44 power seals to open that. Upgrade. I could get a ranged attack. I could do an air recovery jump after being knocked back, which would have helped save me from that first death I had. HP +1. I'm gonna go through range attack and I still have a bunch left over. Right, I forgot I'm rolling in it. Oh, I see. The ranged attack costs P. This restores Ki. I see. I'll take the extra HP. Reduce Corbel's fine for saving your life by 50%. Anything new to chat about? The level boss. Looks like you're almost at the end of this area. Did I forget to mention there's a giant leaf monster guarding the exit? You did. That look on your face. Don't worry, my dear adventurer. Leaf monsters only come out during a full moon. Oh, is it a full moon right now? Yes. Oh, that's, I didn't mean to. Well, good luck. I told you I was leaving. Alright, we did the whole cabinet thing. So we're off. Leaf monster. Hello. Ah! Oh, it's like Mega Man. It has a leaf shield. Jumped away from me. How does that make any sense? Oh, yeah. Do the thing. I need to spur you on. that wasn't so bad. Ah, new place, new music. I must know. No, I was expecting a power steal. Door will crumble. I can't climb this wall. Catacomb. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead. What kind of creature are you? You've never seen a Mogten? Mogten? We are a tribe of builders, technically very hard-working, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear, which we are named after. What's your name? Necro. Necro. So you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacomb? Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above, and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I really should help you get that. I should really get back to work. I guess we're just down here now. Seems like a nice enough place if you ignore all the death. It's got this dark purple thing going on. Who can argue with dark purple? Spikes, my old nemesis. No, I need that second one to shoot on. More money. Don't get crushed. What sort of ghost is gonna spawn in here while I grab this stuff? Is it just that? Jump it, jump it. Jump it, jump it, jump it. Nice rope. It If I didn't know better, I would think that rogue person doesn't want me here. Now, those skeletons started moving. This water is green. No. Oh, God. It varies game to game what happens when you emerge from the surface of the water. Do you just kind of float there, or do you jump out? And in this game, it's definitely a jump out. But hey, upgrades. I haven't actually used this ranged attack yet. Let's see. I can afford the enemy dropped health. I can afford the second wind. Yeah, I feel like movement abilities are the better way to go. In fact, we just saw a situation where this would have been useful to get through those spikes, so, I can't get Aerobatics Warrior until later, but, Whoa. Let's double checking which button is square. That's the one you'd expect for that underwater boost. I've mostly been good about not messing up the buttons on the PlayStation controller since getting one. Because in a lot of games, it's just like, oh, the jump button is on the bottom. The attack button is on the left. And that stays the same regardless of what they're called. But very few cases like that where I go second-guessing myself. Like, wait, it said square button to boost. Oh, it's the left one. Although I will say, I do have an easy time remembering that the triangle is at the top, because it's like the triangle is an up arrow, because it's pointed up. This looks like something, but if I can't boost through it, then I don't know. No! Spikes are insta-death too. Gee, thanks. Yeah, I just gotta pay back our debt again. Nope. This will help me pay off my debt faster. Unless it just gives me health and key. Oh, never mind. Seems fine with that. No. Oh, God. Oh, they're not insta-death. I just had one health. Wasn't really looking at the health bar earlier. Crushing may still be insta-death. I haven't tested that yet. Yep, glad I bought that underwater boost. Sure, if anyone speedruns this game, that they have a field day with the, the main ability where you hit something in midair and then get another jump out of it. That was just some extra key. Haven't even been using my key. I haven't thrown a single shirt. Oh god! Okay, crushing is definitely insta-death. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. Yeah. Please come back, platform. I mean, his speed doesn't seem like too much of a problem so far, so I don't know about the skill where I cut it in half. Take that, wizard. Who's the whiz now? That's ominous. Want the extra stuff. There we go. In life news, I am back at work after holiday break. Thanks for touching those spikes, man. You got me out of a boring dinner. Oh, I'm on the way back here. Eesh. So anyway, it was nice to have the holiday break and be able to put some actual time into the year-end videos. Because, you know, sometimes when you've had a day at work and then you come back, it can be a little hard to find the time to put into stuff that you do want to do, but that still takes considerable effort. Back at it now. Ox was really doing a Monday schedule on a Thursday because people thought it was a good idea. It wasn't a terrible day or anything, but I still think that we didn't have to, you know, change the entire schedule. I looked away and then everything. Oh, I gotta fight these guys again. I mean, they weren't that hard or anything, but that maybe the start button would let me skip their spawning. I just tried my ranged attack. Boom. Slide down that wall. Nope. Yeah, I still got the, as far as big stuff goes, I still have the track ranking video to do, but I did everything that I wanted to do before that. The internal goal is sometime this month. Definitely know exact day. I gotta do a second pass through and make sure I'm happy with the ranking. Then I have to write the commentary, then I have to record the commentary, and then I have to edit together whatever sort of visual aid I'm using. Which probably won't be much beyond, like, the song title, the game logo, the number that it's at. And then I'll probably just cut back to face cam of me doing the commentary. But this is probably a harder list than 2023. Say the music, the good music output of 2024 was a bit more lengthy. I also figure that, like, the longer content is stuff that people are probably going to listen to podcast style anyway. I know I do that with a lot of videos. So it doesn't hurt to not have it be dependent on visuals. Whereas the video I just did on the 2025 game, which was going to be a stream as well until the technical difficulties happened, I was going to get all my footage during a stream and like dissect it on the spot live and then edit that together. Then tech difficulties happened and I wanted it out on New Year's. But, you know, for that one, I felt like, in case anyone hadn't heard of the game prior, it at least helped to have the trailer footage in there. And in the case of one of them, I actually showed the game's website, because there were a few extra details. And I wrote a rap for some reason. The honorable mentions section was originally me talking longer, but the video was getting close to 40 minutes. And so I cut out a bit of a tangent that I went on for one of them. I swear you can't notice at all, because I still talk about that one quite a bit. But I talked about a bit of a tangent. I cut that whole part out. And then the honorable mentions, I actually talked about each of them originally. And then I thought about doing the stupid rap. And I thought, well, if I do that, and then just show them on the screen for 40 seconds, then I can cut even more. I mean, it is, but there's definitely more platforming involved. I mean, like, you can argue that a short hike has platforming in itself for the fact that you have to climb stuff and you can glide to places, and those same abilities are in the Corgi game. You get the cape, you can glide around. But also, the fact that we can discuss this as like, is this game a platformer or is it like some other sort of in-between thing? That is why I am very glad that even in my older versions of the Game Awards, I never did genre awards, and I'm extra glad that I stuck to my guns on that this year and tried to break it up in more broad terms, because if there's this much wiggle room on like what constitutes a platformer, then why would you have a platformer award? Not that the actual Game Awards has a platformer award, but you would think it would. Hey, you made it to the catacombs. Okay, anything I should know? Not really, it's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons and bats. Oh, evil wizards too? You bet. A necromancer even took over. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way. There are more original ones lined up. What do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic. Come on, you just asked. No, but I meant, believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. I believe you have reached the Necromancer's doorstep. Any advice? Very little is known about this villain, so no advice. Dodging anything that looks like evil magic would be a good start. Wow, great help. Well, I also recommend looking at my inventory for useful upgrades. I appreciate all the support. Look, the Necromancer is a newcomer. All we know for now is that he plans on taking over the world with his undead army. All we know? Sorry, I meant all I know. I'm totally on my own here. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a poor old lady who had nothing in life, save for a small shack and a pear tree. Her name was Madame Misery. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day she was visited by a starving beggar who asked whether she had any food to spare. She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself for a few pears. The beggar removed his cloak, revealing himself as a deity. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Let me guess, she didn't want anything, and it's a moral about living frugally. No, this is good. Let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree, so that it would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Time went by and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take it upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madame Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, Death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. I would like to eat one last pear from my tree, she said. Would you be kind enough to grab one for me? Death climbed into the tree to grab a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let Death out of the trap, and since then, there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? What's the moral? Being selfless justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know. It's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. I gotta say, his stories might be one of my favorite parts of this game so far. There's also no such thing as death because some devil claims to save us from death at the last possible moment and then takes our money. Defense up, HP +1. He charges +1, Shuriken pierce 1 target. Oh, right, I need to do this first. Okay. Hanover sometimes drops health. Oh, you're the necromancer. And with this army of undead, everyone will soon fear the mighty Ruxton. What now? We have a visitor. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. Just when you think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now say something threatening and try not to embarrass us like you did last time. Oh, I've been practicing. Watch this. Who dares enter my lair? Is that the messenger? Looks like it. What do we do? Steal the scroll, of course. Good plan. On guard, face the mighty might of Ruxton the Great. Dodge the evil magic, just like the shopkeeper said. Oh god. Didn't expect that. Yup. Dodge, 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 dodge. Oh, he went straight up there this time. I got killed by his shoulder pad. No second monologue. Wow, going straight into the rain, eh? Jump. No, he got so close. Point blank, that's the way to deal with a ninja. What? I was under the thing. Remember the 5 Ds of dealing with projectiles. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and destroy. Okay, well, to be fair, I forgot to hit these handles the last time, so I fought that at half health. So, this time for sure. Ugh. This game definitely evokes some feelings of the classic, and that little skeleton platform up there kind of reminds me of a UFO, especially when it's shooting downward like that. And so those two elements together just make me think of UFO 50, which brings up that I had an idea for 2025, but there's one reason I'm not confident in it. And my idea was for the entire year of 2025 to pick a UFO 50 game each week and do something with that. However, you may remember the slight streaming issues we had with Night Manor, where my monitor just went berserk, and then in Phoenix Springs, the capture just kind of cuts out sometimes, so I'd be a bit worried about streaming that. Unless it gets ported to a console, and then maybe I could do it without worrying, because the PlayStation and the Switch have not had this issue. Anyway, it's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves. Any suggestions then? I'm listening. I don't know, just something else. Like what? Introspection would be a good start. What has all this brought us, really? Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil. Oh yeah? And how are you going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you? Well, I could. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's settled then. Carry on, messenger. We promise not to cause you the world any harm. I wanted to see if I could kill him anyway. Bamboo Creek. Really thought that would work. I wouldn't have guessed that I would have just fallen like that either. That. Oh, I can jump through that. Really gotta duck down to get those gnawing creatures. Wait, when did I get down here? I thought I hid in that corner while I read through that. I'm kind of thinking that for 2025, a goal of mine is to leverage my music more. Like how I worked the song into the top 10 for 2025 video. Like if I eventually build up a whole arsenal of just like an original soundtrack for the channel where I would never need to go and find game music. Unless I was specifically talking about game music, mind you. Then it would probably be good to hear what I'm talking about. What are these crystals I'm collecting? So, you're a touch the unidentified magic object first and ask questions later kind of guy. They're time shards. I can use them to augment your abilities. How does it work? Exactly the way we've been doing it so far. You select what you want, and give me the required amount of shards, so I can do my thing. I meant the spell itself. It's complicated. But I'm curious. And I'm busy. Oh, it's story time again. Of course I do, but now's not the time. Why not? You're in Bamboo Creek. This is as sunny as it gets in this here cursed world. So I suggest you take the opportunity to play outside. Bye now. Never mind. Disappointment. Not enough there, not enough there. I need at least 200. And even then, that just gets me the key drops. You know, I haven't stumbled upon any hidden rooms since the one that I found. Wouldn't be surprised if I had missed something in the catacombs somewhere. Repay my debt easier if I just grab these. Anytime you want to gently slide over so that I have enough room to stand and kill you, would be great. Oh no, it's the Cynthia heads. It's bobbing up and down as I slide across the screen motion is what they gave to the Cynthia heads in the haunted level of the Rugrats game. Never did beat the final level of that. That's a doozy. Ah, I see. Hold on. I want to be on the left side. This is like specially designed to make use of the cloud bounce. either the green guy or the projectile. There. What? I thought I was gonna slash it. Now that I'm starting to die more, maybe I will invest in having new feet. Here we oh, okay, I made it appear much more easily this time. I don't know how to deal with you yet. Did I just ignore you? Oh, God. Watching the run animation go slowly through the water is pretty funny. Resilient. Oh. It's funny, your first thought is the actual thing that the Cynthia heads were based on, whereas my first thought was just the Cynthia heads. But yeah, I know that Cynthia was a reference to Medusa because her hair strands were kind of like the snakes. Get me away from here. Clearly not equipped to handle the guy with the giant sword. Assume I hit the pink spot. Yeah. Got this repository going in my depository. Is it area boss time? Getting close to reducing the fine. Either that or I take the HP upgrade. At this point, might as well just go for the fine. Wow, way to encourage the player. I mean, I know that your character is, like, supposed to be, like, the what are you, stupid, don't get killed kind of guy, but... Oh, jeez. I did not consider jumping as I jumped into the saw blade. Thank you, Corval. Jump to that elevator. Or hope so. I mean, Corval's not so bad. I'd probably still say I like him well enough. Could possibly get annoying. Is there a good example? I can't even think of any examples besides him off the top of my head. Now it's the obligatory elevator survival section. Oh god, that came from nowhere. Alright, no respawning. Oh god. No. Right. Oh, you know what? Probably the best example of a post-death quipper, because it's also not just a post-death quipper, and she also quips about, you know, like everything, from Hilda, from Banjo-Kazooie. Looks like there's some stuff up here. Like, I think it works for a villain because you're supposed to not like the villain. Hey, was I supposed to come this way? Because there's a checkpoint up here. Oh god, I threw myself off by jumping. Ah. Recovery jump that I bought earlier is coming in clutch. Not sure how I would get down there. Man, I almost made it over there. Ugh. Oh god. There's just an elevator at the bottom. Ugh. Alright, this looks like the post-boss, the pre-boss shop. I'm kind of tempted to see if those waterfalls are pointing to some sort of secret, but I'm about to reduce the fine on my deaths. So I guess the boss is up next. The boss in Bamboo Creek. That's a good one. Well, with the layout, you know, perfectly centered gate, symmetrical lanterns, no scrolling, I just thought... Look, you're perfectly free to hallucinate patterns and try to make sense of them. But I believe I told you this place was like your day off. So? Well, you wouldn't fight a boss on your day off. Exactly. Okay, he was not kidding. Well, since we just finished a level and we're coming up on the usual time. I'd say that's a pretty good encompassing look at the Messenger, at least the early bit. I can't really say encompassing, because I know about the gameplay twist that happens eventually, but clearly they're trying to get you used to this style of gameplay before they drop that twist on you, so that it's even more surprising for people who haven't heard about it going into the game. You know, like they're clearly breaking conventions. They're being all self-referential with the walls and the stuff like the level boss. What level boss? It's a boss layout, but it's not a boss. But yeah, I can see why people enjoyed this game, and I definitely think I'm going to continue playing it. Whether that's on stream or on my own time will be determined, but, you know, I'm pretty invested now. So, at least this early bit of the Messenger gets my approval, but I will have to report back. Either during a stream getting to the gameplay twist, or, you know, if I do play it on my own, at least reporting back on, like, okay, now that this has happened, do I still think it's good? But there's plenty of impressions out there. This game's a few years old at this point. And I'm looking forward to that Sea of Stars DLC, though. Very different game with that being an RPG and all.